Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And Root Metrics released the first city that they tested for the first half of 2022. And you see the overall performance scores on the screen here. Now, over the next several weeks, I'm anticipating more of this testing to release. Of course, in the meantime, likely this week, we should get the full reporting of the second half of 21. And like I mentioned, I anticipate a strong improvement from T-Mobile on that testing. And then we'll see if they further improve on the first half of 2022 testing. I anticipate T-Mobile to drastically improve on that testing versus even the second half of 21. And then going into the second half of 22, T-Mobile should improve even more and win more of the cities. But we'll see, of course. In this city you're seeing here, Verizon first, At&T second, and T-Mobile third. So it looks like they need a little bit more work in Sarasota, Florida. Across the board this year, expect a lot of acceleration for T-Mobile. $13.5 billion is likely where they will end up. That's a strong amount of money per the guidance. Now, I am being told on the back end that this could incrementally increase throughout the year, depending on success. If they can further gain success and further growth on, say, home internet and big growth on wireless, that's justifiable to increase the capex to the investors versus doing it all up front. That might be troublesome for some investors and analysts. Like, hey, you're going kind of crazy on the capex. As I mentioned in the previous video, T-Mobile doesn't have the necessary free cash flow yet and the profits to justify a huge boost. So just keep that in mind. That could incrementally, gradually increase throughout the year as they start growing that home internet base, which I think is going to explode. I mean, T-Mobile mentioned it's mainstream. They haven't even ran a nationwide ad campaign, and they're growing in rural this year. They'll grow the footprint in the first half of the year, and then they'll get to 260 by the end of year per the guidance. I still strongly think they get to 275 million pops covered with N41. But good to see that Root Metrics is already starting their first half testing, so we'll keep an eye on that. And like I said, Verizon is gonna improve again across the board, especially on speeds with their C-band. And then we'll see what At&T does in the second half of the year. We'll see if they get any better, if they can start that deployment pace of their DoD and their C-band spectrum. And T-Mobile is just going to go according to plan. They're accelerating the capex for the year. They have a lot of work to do, so they're tying in some of the work into 22 from 23. A lot of that has to do with the network integration. You know, the Sprint Keep sites, getting those completed, one and done, going to those sites and adding the T-Mobile equipment. And then, of course, also coverage expansion. That's going to play a big part in this year's CapEx as well. So let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. Look forward to reading your comments. I will leave the link to this Root Metrics testing in the description down below so you guys can check it out. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to the channel. Follow the social media outlets for more updates and interactions. This is Tyrone with Tech Life, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.